Corinne had always thought when she went off to college, things would be different. In high school, she had the biggest crush on the football captain, but of course, he couldn't see her for dust. Then there was the boy from Exeter she had met at a party. But he dumped her for her best friend.
Excuse me. Are you a writer?
Strictly wannabe. I'm a student at PVU.
May I join you? Just thank you. My son is a junior in high school, and he has, well, he wants to be a writer, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been nagging me about a laptop. Now, are these easy to use?
Oh, they're real easy. I mean, mine was till it dropped out of my backpack.
Oh.
And I tried to get it fixed. They said they fixed it, but it's never the same. Screen freezes up. You constantly have to save stuff. It's a real pain.
Are they expensive?
Very expensive.
Well, he's volunteered to pay at least half of it, you know. He does work after school in a video store.
Oh, yeah? I'm hoping to work here part-time over the holidays so that maybe I can save up enough for a new computer next semester.
Oh, are you looking for a job?
Well, kind of. If I can fit something around my schedule, I'm taking a pretty heavy load.
Well, I'll tell you, I might be able to help you.
Really? How?
Yes, I happen to be looking for part-time employees. I pay $75 an hour.
What? 75 to do what?
Not much more than you're doing right now. Are you interested?
You bet I'm interested. Is this some sort of writing job? Because I did do an article for the high school.
No, I plan parties.
Parties?
For corporate executives. I organize them, host them.
Where?
Oh, all over. For example, most recently, we held a function at a lovely hospitality suite in one of Washington's finest hotels. We had a Dixieland band. We had Bill and Hillary lookalikes. It was a lot of fun.
I could be a Chelsea lookalike.
No, actually, I'm just looking for intelligent, vivacious young ladies to serve drinks and make conversation.
For $75 an hour?
You don't think you're worth it?
Well,
And as fate would have it, I am hosting a function in the Valley Inn in about a half an hour. Oh, and by the way, one of New York's hottest literary agents is going to be there. It couldn't hurt you to start making contacts, kind of jumpstart that writing career.
Wow, and all I'd have to do is serve drinks?
That's all. Can you make it?
Definitely. This is awesome.
Well, excellent. Tell you what, come a little bit early, suite 409, and don't worry about what you wear. We provide the uniforms.
Wow, thank you.
You bet.
By the way, what was your name?
Hi, Kelsey. Listen, I couldn't help but overhear. You do know what this is about, don't you?
Yes. It's about me making tons of money for practically doing zip.
And here I was thinking you're a woman of the world. You were just chatting with a pimp.
Are you nuts? A classy lady like that, a pimp?
Remember the Mayflower, madam? She was famous even in Hungary.
No way.
This woman arranges corporate parties for executives. Do you honestly think she's gonna pay a girl like you $75 an hour to pour drinks and make some chit-chat?
Gillian, you really ought to get your head out of the toilet.
Now, I would avoid phrases like that in front of your corporate admirers. They just might ask for their money back.
You've got a really dirty mind.
Au contraire, there is nothing dirty about it. One of my best friends from school used to be a courtesan in Paris.
Who I'm sure taught you everything you know, no doubt.
Oh, no, not everything, Cherie.
I've got to go. I don't want to be late.
Do you mind if I tag along?
Why would you want to come along? You don't need the dough.
Well, my afternoon class was canceled. I haven't had an adventure for days, and I would just love to see your face when you see I'm right about your new friend.
Fine. Just stay out of my way.
Oh, you brought a friend. How lovely.
Gillian and Dressy?
Charmed, I'm sure. Victoria St. James.
Hi.
And you know I never did get your name.
Oh, Kelsey Jefferson.
Penny, I'd like you to meet our two newest recruits. This is Kelsey and Gillian. Penny is one of my regular hostesses.
It's nice to meet you.
That's it's quite a dress.
Thanks.
As I told you, uniforms will be provided.
Those are the uniforms?
Take your pick. Our guests will be arriving soon, so please do hurry and get dressed.
So what do you think now, Carl?
Girls, I almost forgot. For you and for you,
What is this?
an advance on your first hour's work. Now, get ready to dazzle our guests.
Wow. At this rate, I'm not going to have to ask Santa for my new computer. I'll just go buy it myself.
The brunette's a stunner. Very sophisticated, too. She'll go over very well. The blonde, on the other hand...
Seems a bit naive.
Yeah.
I know, but what could I do? We're terribly short-handed tonight.
Well, I just hope she doesn't freak if somebody asks her to go back to his room for more than a conversation.
She's hungry. She wants the money. And here they are now. My, how lovely!
And intelligent, right, Carl?
So when do the guests show up?
Any minute now. Now remember, these men are a long way from home. Some of them may not speak English fluently.
I'm sure they'll make themselves understood.
Where are they from?
We get a lot of clients from all over the world. These are very wealthy, very successful businessmen. But at the end of a day of meetings, of wheeling and dealing, they're tired, stressed out. They need to relax, to feel pampered. And what exactly do you mean by pampered?
Like serving them a drink. As you can see, we have a bar right here. If you run out of anything, call room service. Lighting their cigars.
Stroking their egos.
In general, just being your young, vivacious selves. Now, some of these men will probably be quite a bit older than you are.
Oh, what about the women? What's so funny? Women executives travel as much as men do.
But they don't end up at this party.
Oh, and here are our first guests now. So, put on your brightest smile, and let's party.
Showtime.
Gentlemen, welcome. So nice to see you. Hello, please come in. Hello. I would like you to meet two young ladies we've arranged for you. Lovely companions, as you can see, and I believe one or two of you already know Penny.
It's nice to see you again. Enchanté.
You've outdone yourself, Victoria.
I thank you.
So, as I told my partner, some drink from the fountain of knowledge, but he only gargles.
Is everyone enjoying the party?
Oh, immensely.
Oh, good.
You know, Victoria said that there might be a literary agent coming.
Well, the night's still young. You know, I think Mr. Gronauer's drink needs freshening. Would you do the honors?
Sure.
You're a very beautiful woman. Quite the head turner. But then you must hear that all the time.
No.
You're new at this, I take it.
At what?
Hostessing.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
You know, I'm not supposed to tell you this. Victoria will get around to it eventually, but you and your perky friend could make a lot more money if you're willing to do more than smile and fix drinks.
Really? How?
Hostessing is phase 1. Phase 2 involves more intimate relationships and a lot more money. Pretty girl like you can make yourself a tidy profit if you do what I do.
Which is?
Invest.
Oh, hello.
Victoria St. James,
Yes.
you and your friends are under arrest.
On what charge? Please.
Prostitution? Get your files with these. Quiet down, all right? All right, bring it in, bring it in.
This is so pretty, woman. I feel just like Julia Roberts. Where's Richard Gere when you need him most? You quit. Why? I'm a fallen woman. What do I care what anybody thinks? I'm just a bad girl.
All right, come on, let's go. Get him out, let's go.
Let's go. Right through here.
So what to do with these two?
Well, since we can't resurrect an instrument of torture from the Spanish Inquisition, I think maybe you ought to just leave them to me.
You couldn't cuff us.
Yeah, fine, go ahead.
Feel better?
My wrist. And I have to wear twice as many braces, the bruises, my nails.
Thank you.
I think I'll go back to booking and check on the hole in the wall gang.
Yeah, all right, I'll talk to you later. Would either one of you two like to explain what you were doing in a motel room with a madam, a prostitute, and their clients?
We didn't know, honest.
But you're so well dressed for the part, Kelsey.
Well, we saw the dresses on the rack, and we just had to have them.
Hush. You'll get your time. Right now I'm talking to Kelsey, so just be quiet. Kelsey?
Kelsey, will you tell Jack how this all came about?
We're waiting, young lady.
I know that this is going to sound lame, but I went to go meet a literary agent. Victoria said that she was a party planner and that she needed help for $75 an hour. I know, it sounded too good to be true, and it was. I just wanted to meet some interesting people and make some money.
Did you?
Well, yeah. I mean, no. All I got was $75 up front for the first hour, but I didn't know that we were expected. I mean, we never... Mr. Montgomery, you've got to believe me. We didn't know.
Jack. There's obviously been a great misunderstanding here. The girls were set up. They're innocent. What do you say? You drop the charges, we'll take them home. Why don't you put this on? You must be cold.
Thank you. I'm freezing.
Jack, couldn't we just put this behind us? I mean, you know that these girls aren't capable of being hookers.
Yes, that's why the charges were dropped.
Oh.
Thank you. I will never make that big of a mistake again, I promise.
Good. Just try to remember, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Say it 10 times. Good.
Okay, I got it.
And we've got to get you home.
Jack, we appreciate this.
My pleasure, Jack.
Thank goodness for Grandpa's big jacket. It covers the big loser sign all over my back.
Kelsey, you are not a loser. You're a wonderful, funny, intelligent young woman who just happens to leap before she looks occasionally.
Please. Gillian knew. She even tried to warn me. But I figured, you know, perfect small-town USA, no way.
Well, let's just rack it up as another crazy campus keeper. And one of these days, I'll fill you in on a few of mine.
I hope you throw the book at that woman, luring young girls into prostitution.
Yeah, I know we've had our eye on Madame Victoria's operations for quite some time. Believe me, she's not going to be hanging that shingle out anytime soon, Joe.
Hope it's permanent.
Kelsey's anxious to get going home.
I am.
I can't imagine that I would actually be looking forward to seeing you in a pair of jeans and a sweatshirt.
Oversized. Maybe even a few more of your sweaters, Grandpa.
That's where they've been going, huh? Come on, let's go. Let us know if we can do anything.
I'll be in touch, Joe.
So aren't you going to offer me your jackets? And you seemed so gallant on the surface. Well, I guess I'll just have to tootle off to Linden and write down my escapades. Dear diary, today I was arrested as a call girl. How amusing.
Not so fast, Gillian. not quite finished with you yet.
She's a front, Jack. Not the big fish we were hoping to hook.
Did she give anybody up? No, that's a stupid question. Of course she didn't. So, Derek, what do we have?
Well, not much, but more than we had. Who's ever behind this new prostitution ring is still out there. Meantime, I'll book the ladies, huh?
Yeah, let's see who comes calling on them.
Right.
So why don't you just put a tail on me? I might be the big fish.
This is all fun and games for you, isn't it, kid?
Was it my giggling that tipped you off?
Well, that and your incredibly smart mouth.
What is this about? You let Kelsey go and you saved me for the 3rd degree?
I let Kelsey go because I know she's innocent. I'm not so sure about you.
Oh, I'm not.
The way I have it figured, you're in Pine Valley, you get a little bored, you go out looking for some kicks, and you drag that poor kid along with you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
You think that I took Kelsey with me? I went with Kelsey because I wanted to protect the little mouse from being eaten alive. But no, that's not true. She has the apple pie family. She has the perfect grandparents who just spring to her side with warmth and understanding. Oh, yes. And Gillian Andraschi? Oh, no. She's a bad girl. She's guilty. No trial even necessary. Right, Mr. Straight and Narrow?
I do my best not to judge people.
And you failed miserably.
I'd say I don't know what Erica sees in you. But from where I sit, I'll tell you what I see. Nothing but trouble. Has excessive jet-setting scrambled your brains? Or is getting mixed up with the sex for sale syndicate your idea of a schoolgirl prank?
You know, Jack, in Amsterdam, where prostitution is legal.
We are not in Amsterdam, Gillian. We are in the U.S. of A., where prostitution, by and large, in this city, in this state, is not legal. Now, if you want to run around with a ring of call girls so you have something fascinating to talk about over champagne and caviar, that's your business. But I do not want Bianca exposed to it. Comprends?
Bianca is not some little naive girl. She knows about the facts of life.
Certain facts are open to interpretation, and that interpretation will be mine, not yours, I assure you. And furthermore, I do not want my niece to get the idea that your anything-goes attitude is something to which she should aspire.
You Americans are so hung up on sex. You wrap it up in this brown little wrapper, and you hide it behind retail counters. A film star was found with a prostitute, and it's on national news. You know, if men are so stupid that they have to pay to get their jollies, who are they hurting?
Not that the philosophy of human sexuality from a 20-year-old is not fascinating, but it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the law, here, right now. That's what we're dealing with.
Gillian, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Honey, what are you doing here?
I'm sorry, Mr. Montgomery. There was no stopping her.
I saw you on TV.
How'd I look?
How do I?
You were flashing the peace sign while the police dragged you off in handcuffs. They said that Princess Andrassi was arrested for solicitation.
Yeah, and that ends this news bulletin. Please, honey, will you do me a favor? Please, let's go home, okay?
I will take 5 minutes with her in lieu of my phone call.
You certainly will not. I think you've done quite enough for one day, don't you?
Uncle Jack, stop treating me like a baby. I want to hear what she has to say.
Okay.
Bianca, this is all a terrible mistake. I was just a victim of circumstance. Now, your Uncle Jack realized that he had made a mistake, and he apologized, and he said that I'm free to go, okay?
Yeah, but Gillian, I don't get why they arrested you in the first place.
Are you Princess Gillian Andrassi?
Look at your price. I'm not granting interviews.
My name is Frank DeLoria. I'm a government special agent.
And what makes you so special?
Miss Andrassi, your arrest on criminal and immoral offenses has caused my agency to consider the revocation of your student visa.
So does that mean I'm going to have to stay after school and clap erasers?
It means, Miss Andrassy, that there's an order pending for your deportation back to Hungary.
You can't just ship me to Hungary like that. I know my rights.
A date will be set to hear your case.
There's nothing to hear. No charges were filed.
You violated the terms of your visa. I suggest you seek legal counsel.
You are so officious. You know, that's the curse of a government job. Might I appeal to you as one human being to another?
I beg your pardon?
Well, I mean, you know, surely we can work out some kind of an exchange to avoid the bureaucratic hassle and the red tape.
Miss Andrassy, are you aware that attempted bribery of a government official is a federal offense?
Esther, will you please take Bianca home?
It was stupid of me to bring her down here.
Yes, Esther, it was.
Well, Bianca's just like her mother. She won't take no for an answer.
Okay, mother-daughter connection notwithstanding, will you please? Take her home now. She shouldn't be hearing this. She shouldn't be seeing this. It's for her own good. Now take her home. I'll walk you out, okay?
Come on.
Come on.
Miss Andrassy, I am willing to overlook your blatant attempt to tamper with American due process.
I've always relied on the kindness of strangers.
Just see that you get yourself a good lawyer and stay out of trouble, or your goulash is cooked.
Yes, please. Can I have the international operator? Quickly. Where's Bianca?
She's home, Gillian, where she belongs.
I hope I didn't upset her.
Upset her? Because of your shenanigans, that little girl is terribly upset.
I'll talk to her.
No. In fact, you won't. What you will do tomorrow morning is you will pack your things and you will find other accommodations.
I don't like to stay where I'm not welcome.
That's a good rule to follow. That's the way Erica would want it.
Oh, now you're a mouthpiece for Erica.
Erica and I want the same thing. We want what's best for Bianca.
I happen to like her, too. My heart bleeds for her. You think I'm just empty-headed and empty-hearted. But you know, Jack, I understand her. Few friends, always looking for a connection, not knowing who she is or why she's here. Afraid to try, afraid to fail. A privileged life. It's not necessarily an easy one. Schools are pre-selected and friends are pre-selected. The list of do's and don'ts are staggering. Marriages are just connections to the right people and their fortunes. Do not take me at face value. I can help Bianca.
All right, Gillian. I'll give you that some of what you say makes sense. Right now, there's just too much going on in your life. And Bianca does not need the additional stress.
You talk about stress, I talk about love. Tomato, tomato. I will never understand you, Jack.
She just can't handle it right now. Look, if you would like, I will help you find a place, okay?
You've done enough for one night.
Okay. I need to call Bianca.
Give her my love. I didn't think so. Hello?
Gillian, is that you?
Oh, Edmund. The PC police have rendered me home. They're about to deport me like a common criminal.
Gillian, calm down. Your grandmother already brought me up to speed. Now, here's what I want you to do. Now, listen to me. I want you to go to Wildwind, and I want you to do nothing until I arrive. Wait for me. I should be there no later than tomorrow afternoon. All right?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
I repeat, go to Wildwind and do nothing. Don't move until I get there. I'll have my lawyers deal with this deportation thing.
Oh, you're the best. How's Maddie doing?
Maddie's coming home with me.
Edmund, I'm so happy for you.
We will celebrate when we get home.
I'll be waiting. Is Grandmama there?
Hold on.
Thank you. Bonsoir, ma petite.
Grandmama, sweet Gentile, I love you so much.
You will drive me into an early grave.
Nonsense, you'll just live forever.
Darling, I already have.
You know, whenever I'm in trouble, you just appear like a genie.
We have the power, too. We Andrasis will prevail as long as we know who we are and what we stand for.
I will live up to my name. I promise.
Yes, my dear. Bonsoir, ma petite.
Je te do, Grandmama.